Yesterday, we compared two pistols for their accuracy, the M&P 209 millimeter and the Glock 43X. Probably like most of you, I thought that M&P would win. We took three shot groups from about um, 10 yards, and we saw that the spread for Glock was about 2 inches, whereas the spread for M&P was about 3 inches. That was a surprise. I kept thinking about what made me a better shot with the Glock 43X, despite its smaller size. And I realized there were several aspects we need to compare. Firstly, despite the M&P having the longer sight radius, that's between the rear sight and the front sight, that should help you with better accuracy. Compared to Glock's tight sighting picture, where you don't have a lot of play left to right between the rear and the front sights, the M&P had some gap which did not help with the accuracy. Another aspect you would think M&P would be better at accuracy was the fact that it has a heavier slide. You would think it would tame the recoil, but we were shooting 9mm ammo, and 9mm does not really kick that much, especially given the fact that actually the Glock had a slimmer, nicer grip that allowed you to rest all your fingers with no pinky dangling like you would have with some of the other smaller pistols like this. So it actually allowed you to aim very consistently. On the M&P, despite having an ergonomical shape from the profile, it is actually a chunkier grip that also has this texture on the outside. Some of you may like it, but I found myself constantly readjusting the grip, trying to find the best grip during my shooting session, which did not help me get very consistent shots. Finally, and probably the most important of all, was the trigger. Glock has a very good trigger. It's not as clean, maybe as glass like as 1911, but it has a pretty clean break. There's a short uptake, and then afterward, it has a very clean expected break point, which makes up for good accuracy. On the M&P, the trigger is very mushy. There's no clear stop, and it just kept me guessing where is it going to break. So that did not help accuracy at all. As you see, size does not always matter. Bigger is not always better.